Here's all the materials you're going to need to build a chicken coop composter. I got it at Lowe's. I've tried to make this whole project something you could build out of buying everything at a big box. You know, some of the stuff you could probably get cheaper somewhere else if you're a tradesman, you know where to look. In addition to all this stuff, here you're going to need 2 or 3 30-gallon garbage cans and maybe a garbage can dolly. So let's get going here.
You're going to need 80 feet of 1.5-inch PVC pipe. That's 8/10s. You'll see 2 bundles of 5 here, which I bought to get a break on the price.
Okay, now we got 2 1-inch PVC pipe by 10 foot long. We've got a 2x4 by 8 foot long. Okay, try to get a decent piece, not a heart, something fairly straight. Just dig through the pile, they don't seem to mind. Okay, here we've got 2 of these plastic roof panels. They got a wide selection. I thought the green looked nice. You might find something you like more. It's individual taste. Okay, and those are 8 foot long. They're about 26 inches wide, 2 of them. Okay, here's a Hardy backer panel. It's shower board. It's a cement product. It's really impervious to water. 3 foot by 5 foot by 1/2 inch thick. Okay, now we're going to get over into the PVC fittings. Okay, now you could get on the internet and you could get 8 of these 4-ways. It's a pretty good chunk of change. Or I'm going to make my own. They're not going to be quite as strong. They're going to get the job done out of these tees that I got at Lowe's. I'm trying to make this, you know, so you can just go right down to a big box and get everything and do it. But if you want to, it'll be stronger, be nicer, and more expensive if you buy these 4-ways. So here we've got these 8.5-inch tees, and then also you're going to need 8 1-inch caps. There's a cap. I got these in bags of 5. There's 3 bags altogether here. You'll see here in a second what's going on. Okay, now here's a 5-way. You're going to need 4 5-ways. That's also on the internet, also really expensive. Or we're going to make our own out of
4 1.5-inch crosses. Here's 4 more 1-inch caps.
So that's a total of 12 1-inch caps. I got 15 because they came in these discounted packs. Okay, here's a little thing of primer. You only need that if you're going to make your own 4-ways and 5-ways. You'll see that in just a minute here. It just makes it go a little quicker. Okay, now here's some 1.5-inch tees you're going to need no matter what. In addition to the 4 and 5-ways, you're going to need 6 1.5-inch tees. You're going to need an 1.5-inch cross, even if you buy those others as 4-ways and 5-ways. Okay, now here's some 1-inch fittings. All the 1-inch stuff is just for the 2 doors on the coupe. So there's 4 1-inch tees. Here's a
PVC glue.
I just got the little one. This Christie's Red Hot really works well. Don't need to use primer with it for our purposes. And here you've got 8 45-degree elbows. Okay, now down here we've got the wire that I got. 24 inches wide by 15 feet long. I got this 1-inch wire.
The 1-inch mesh allows you to clean the floor of the cage between the mesh of the wire from the outside of the cage.
These screws, note the drill heads on them. They'll go right into the PVC, and also note kind of the washer head. Okay, and I got 2 boxes of 75 of these 1.25-inch screws.
Here's 1 box of 100 1/2-inch screws.
Once again, note the drill head and the washer head. Here's some 2 packs of these screws right here. You can see the screw. They're 1.5-inch screws, 10/24. There's 6 in each pack, so that's 12 of those screws you're going to need. Okay, here's some shorter screws. 832 by 3/8. There's 12 in each pack, so that's 24 of those you're going to get. 2 packs. Okay, here's some Stanley hinges, 4-inch hinges. Just cheap hinges. Don't get stronger hinges. You're going to have to bend these up a little bit. So these nice cheap little hinges are going to do the job just fine. Here's a couple of Simpson framing straps.
Turns out you don't really need these except possibly one to hold the feeder in place.
Okay, here's some screws you're going to need to bolt those framing straps together. 3/4 inch screw, 4x40s, total of 12 pieces.
You're going to need 3.5 or 4-inch turnbuckles.
Here's a roll of friction tape to wrap on the roost so the chickens have something to grip onto.
Here's 24 number 10 washers. You're actually going to need 4 of these 1/4 inch by 5 or 6 inch carriage bolts and nuts.
And here's some scrap wire I had. This is actually braided wire, but you could use about anything. You could use electrical wire, single strand. You could use baling wire.
You're going to need about 40 feet of this wire. The main criteria is that it just can't stretch. Check out the next segment, Chapter 1, to see if you want to make your own 4-ways and 5-ways. It's really kind of a pain. It might be easier to just buy them.